Hey, good evening. Bobby B, the Brain Supreme. Steve Rowland. He's never picking up flow, but it does go a little something like this. Welcome to episode 9. A little tongue-tied tonight, so apologize and go along with me. That does say Major League of Fishing, not MILF. Leave it alone. I do love this hat. And picking up fishing. I hadn't done that since I was like 10. Hated it at 10. We'll see how it goes. But if ongoing, Random with the Norm, an ongoing series, episode 9, we're going to revisit therapy. Because I've talked to my wife a lot. And the transformation internally, physically you saw the last episode. Hopefully you did. If you did, like and subscribe. Pass it along to others, because physicality-wise, some of you have known me for a long time in life. I mean, some of you have known me since October 9th of last year. And this isn't what I look like, in a shell of a man. Working on it, getting better every day getting better. But we'll go back to I think it was episode 2 or 3, where I brought up therapy. Talking to my wife, caregiver, medical power of attorney. And, I think really what we're missing more than anything else is post-surgery. Let me tell you a little story about post-surgery. Post-surgery is great. Take good care of you, put you in ICU, show up every hour, wake you up if you even can sleep. Pain's at 15 out of 10. Physically, sometimes you go, maybe I should have just taken the other path. Never would, but I can see why people would. I mean, honest and true opinion, thought, I could see why people couldn't do this. I don't believe I'm strong-willed enough to do it, but with the support group around me, been able to pull it off. Here's where support group comes in. They don't tell you that steroids that they give you afterward are a complete emotional roller coaster. Once you get the steroids and the steroids get in you, you find anger very quickly. You find happiness very quickly. You're oversensitized to everything. I could cry just thinking about a bug being smashed. Or somebody could say the wrong thing and I could give them the death stare and go off on them. And unfortunately, both of those things have probably occurred since I've been here. My wife has taken the brunt of it, and I've literally, without being able to get on one knee, because of where I'm at the moment, have had to get on a proverbial one knee and go, sorry, that's me. And it isn't me, but we all still should be able to kind of hopefully control it. I can't. I'm going to tell you right now. It's something that I wish I could control, but it's something that they don't give you that kind of confuses me. And more what they don't give them. It's somebody to talk to when you're done. Give me a hotline that I can call. That just says, hey, having an emotional day. Do you mind listening for a little bit? Caregivers who deal with the brunt of it. I have said some horrendous things to her. Not proud of them. Not going to make an excuse that the steroids did it, even though I have every right to. Still shouldn't say things. But the steroids, man, they make it easy to do. But there's no one for me to call and just go, hey, I want to cry today. I want to cry happily. I want to cry sad. I want to cry angry. I want to hit something. But no one thinks about the person. See? No one thinks about the person who sits by your side and takes the brunt of every angry, mean thing you have to say and just takes it. But you know who they get to talk to when they're done? No one. They don't give them anyone either. They'll tell you they have outlets out there for them and all, but you have to work for them. This should be something that's given immediately to both the patient and the caregiver, especially during steroid time, to be able to wean them off. I always thought, with cirrhosis, I will say mine was probably more than likely alcohol related. Half a liter of vodka a day the last 3 years. I thought I was just enjoying myself retired. Just enjoying myself. Having a good time. But taking these steroids, a lot of emotions that have come up recently, there's stuff that's been bottled up that I didn't even realize was bottled up. Family, friends, attitudes, looks on life, Things I never even thought of. I was like, no, man, I'm doing good, man. Having a couple drinks, having a good time. Everything's great. No. Emotionally unstable. And the steroids remind you that your life wasn't great before. You just got to mask it. Eating fatty foods, going home, eating a box of ice cream, going to bed. You're not doing that for fun. Promise you, you're not. But you know what you are doing? You're creating that first stage of cirrhosis, or you're ongoing that first stage you already had. But I think my point behind this isn't about what you eat or drink, isn't about what you do. It's about when you get done and wanting to change your life, there needs to be more. And there doesn't need to be more for the patient. There needs to be more for the caregiver. They're here every day. They're here all day. Next door to me, there's an ex-wife who shows up for her husband. And he gives her shit all day long. But she shows up because she doesn't want him to be alone. Who does she get to talk to when she gets home? A box of ice cream. Where's her help? Where's the husband's help who's raising 3 kids at home while taking care of mama who's got a new liver? Who's he talking to? His car in the garage, yelling at the kids, not having an outlet. Sometimes we forget the patient isn't the only person who's hurt by all of this, isn't the only person who's completely vested, and I have taken that for granted. So I just want to educate you guys that sometimes asking for help is huge, especially if you're the person who's put everything on their shoulders to make sure that this person survives and is thriving and doing good. And she's done all of that, and sometimes I've treated her like hell. I said some things today. If I ever say them again, I'll beat the shit out of myself. Not proud of me. I told her flat out, I'm not making an excuse either. That was me. Now the steroids, they don't help, but it's not an excuse. Shouldn't have said it. So I hope that even the educators are out there that are going, oh, I'm glad he's bringing light to cirrhosis. I'm bringing light to you guys too. Do more. Be more. Have bedside manner as doctors. Don't just come in and tell me the facts. Ask me how I'm doing and then listen. Don't ask me how I'm doing and walk out the room mid-sentence. If you want to know how I'm doing, you're going to get a 5-minute spiel, physically, emotionally, mentally, on how I'm doing. If you don't want to know that question, you should have walked in and told me what you wanted and walked right back out the door. Shouldn't have given a shit. But when you walk in and you ask me a question, and then down the middle of me telling you my emotions and how I feel and what's going on physically, mentally, and emotionally, and you walk out because you got other stuff to do, you ain't helping. See, doctors, you nurses, you patient techs that want to feel like you got bedside manner, some of you don't. And all you care coordinators, find a way to hook people up with a hotline just dedicated for them, just dedicated for us, where I can call and go, hey, I watched Avengers Endgame today. I cried all day. If people know me in this world, they know I'm going to cry during Avengers. It's just what I'm going to do. But right now, when Avengers comes on, I can't even watch it. I get so emotional. And that's the steroids. I can handle myself. But at the same time, on steroids, it's too late when you realize that you can handle yourself because it's already been handled out your mouth without this being used. Because the steroids alter your state of mind. And they make you into a person that you're not ready to be. And you have no outlet except for the person who then has to bottle up everything you destroyed them with because they don't have anyone. So doctors, do better. Nurses, if you're not good with bedside manner, find a different job. Patient techs, find a different job. Doctors, I get it. You were taught facts, but don't ask me how I'm doing then. Walk in, tell me what's going on, and leave. I've been lucky enough to have doctors who genuinely overall care. But what we're doing right now is we're screwing caregivers. We're screwing powers of attorney. We're screwing people that maybe don't even want to be there, but they don't want to see you in pain. Let's not forget about them. They deserve so much more than we ever can imagine. So doctors, nurses, patient techs, insurance companies, hospitals, clinics, do better for the people who are there that are just suffering behind the scenes because they've got no outlet. Find a way, and find a better way than what we're doing. Don't tell me you got a hotline. Give me something tangible. And I'll be more than happy to work with anyone from the government down that wants to come talk to me. Be more than happy to work with you to tell you what I think needs to be overhauled in the healthcare system, especially regarding hospitals. It'd be my pleasure. Trump, Biden, Obama, Clinton, Bush, I don't care who you are. Come see me. Let's talk. Let's fix this the right way, not we knocked plans down to where it's going to be cheaper, and that we've got a pharmacy now where it's going to be cheaper. We don't care about cheap. We care about being a human. I don't want to be a number. Baylor Scott and White, and I'm going to call him out. I was a number, and I was denied as a number. UT Southwestern took me in as a human, cared for me as a human, told me what I had to do as a human in order to get a new liver. They said, we will do our part 100%, but you have to pull your weight. And I did. I have a new liver. The only person suffering in all this is the person who didn't get a new liver, and the person who has to take the brunt of my steroid anger, my steroid weirdness. And what do they get for it? To see me live? They need help too. Bob out. Do better. All of you. This whole freaking world. Grow up. Do fucking better. Bob.